And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of basketball, the NBA, and also the WNBA. We also got a couple of gamers here playing NBA 2K26 for cash and prizes as we come to you here on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we're coming inside here, folks. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, it's always ISG basketball. As our guy D. Scott, Dennis Scott likes to say, got to leave it. Ooh, good rotation right there. Good to be here, guys, and talk the latest in the world of the NBA and also the WNBA, man. We're getting closer and closer to that NBA trade deadline. We're talking about less than 2 weeks away. So a lot of action going on in the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder, the top dogs out west. Detroit Pistons, the top dogs out east. As we get set also for the All-Star break coming up around Valentine's Day weekend. But shout out to the folks here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located right here in beautiful Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. And folks, we're talking literally right down the road from MetLife Stadium, home of the New York Jets and also the New York Football Giants, literally about a 3 to 4 minute drive right down Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, drawing their identity and their inspiration from their origins there in the Chi, Chicago. Shout out to good folks here. We got trivia night here at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Folks, there's 100 locations in some 20 states, and they serve more than just pizza, folks. They got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more, craft beers, great cocktails, and also for you health nuts out there, vegetarian dishes. Also, check them out online, unos.com. Shout out to the folks here at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off Route 3, the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the top left-hand corner of the screen. That is Nubyjas Wilborn, a scribe, a writer for SI.com and also Sports Illustrated, multiple publications. He's from Atlanta, but he traps currently, and he lives in those three rivers. And those three rivers are, kind sir, it's the confluence. It's the confluence. Those three rivers are in Pittsburgh. This is easy. You better get it right.
You have the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and they form at the confluence of the Ohio.
That was good.
Hey, man, we outside. Man. We're making it happen in 2026, baby.
2026.
Some good's got to happen this year.
Please, God.
Love, eat. And below him, to the left as well, there she is, Andrea Richmond. Peace up, A down. She is, of course, in the A town. Andrea. Y'all about to get 6 inches of snow? What?
Yeah, no, and what's the worrying thing is probably going to be a lot of ice, too.
Nice.
It's one thing if it's snow. With ice, it'll shut you down for weeks, and apparently it's going to be like dang near 20 degrees in the early part of next week, too. So I'm prepared to bunker down for a while here. I might be in the exact same spot.
Or you're not too far from, from University of Georgia, man. Hunker down, those dirty dogs. Don't bunker, hunker down.
I'm going to pull up my silver britches and shovel some snow, okay?
There you go.
At this point.
Hey, seriously, man, this weather's doing a lot of things.
It is.
Please, everybody, be careful. The ice is different than snow.
And it's like a 2,000-mile storm. It takes up pretty much the entire United States, man.
It's almost as if the weather is doing things that it never does before. Someone would perhaps call change.
No. Global warming, but it's cold, so clearly it's not the right thing.
But we got to move on. But they would say that if it's global warming, why would it be cold? That's
why they had to call it climate.
You get it's extremes on both sides. So. I don't know about it, but that's what a little birdie told me. You guys ready to get this thing started? We're here. We're paid to talk sports. You guys ready to go?
Let's go. Let's get to it.
All right, let's talk to the ladies of the world of the NBA and the WNBA. Here's the rundown here as we come to you here from Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. There are reports the Lakers, Jeanie Buss, she resents LeBron. There's a crazy article out there detailing some behind the scenes there, some dysfunction there with the Buss family, the sale of the Lakers and things of that nature. LeBron James' name has been brought into this. We'll talk about that and break it all down for you. NBA All-Star Game starters were announced. The reserves will be announced in the next week or so. We'll get into that. Golden State Warriors, terrible news, sad news for them and Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler has a torn ACL, what that means for them, and what they're saying about what they're going to do with Jimmy Butler. Memphis, Ja Morant is finally shooting down all the trade talk that's been going on for the last couple of weeks. We'll talk about that. Do we believe it? Could he still be on the move from the 901, the Bluff City, Memphis, Tennessee? Breanna Stewart, WNBA, she season in to the WNBA labor talks with the CBA, with the WNBA and the WPA. We'll talk about that and get Andrew's thoughts on that. Are they going to start the season? Damn sure looks like it. The schedule is out, so it seems like they think they're going to play come the 1st of May. Also, real quickly, have a little fun story. A fan gave a Florida basketball player some popcorn during the game. I'm glad it was at the Swamp, or not the Swamp, but Gainesville. It was the home fans and not some visiting fan when they played LSU, so we'll talk all about that. All right, let's get into the rules here. We got a couple of games here playing for cash and prizes. Hall of Fame is the mode, competitive rules, 1v1, current rosters, like to call those regs. All 30 NBA teams are available in the association. They're 5 1/4 King of the Hill format. You win, you do stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that money, $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash, and you win in 4 straight weeks. And it does get progressively harder, folks. You will win an NBA license. ZipChair. Folks, go to ZipChair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They make also more than just gaming chairs, folks. They got gaming desks, sofa stools, you name it, a bunch of different other articles. And they got all the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and also NCAA chairs, and any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, ZipChair.com, located on Strong Island. That's Long Island for you folks not here in the tri-state. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady. Been rocking with us for about 6 years now, ZipChair.com. Also, when you win your first ZipChair, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. Yes, the merch, the store is open. It's open 24/7. You can check us out there. We got hoodies and t-shirts. Hoodies $59.99, t-shirts $29.99. TheISGshow.com/shop. Also, let's take a look at the matchup here. Got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Notice I didn't say a couple of men or a couple of guys. We got a lady, a little lady, playing with the Rockets, and JustZyrell, our King of the Hill, playing with the Pistons. This is the biggest game in the association this weekend, Friday night in Detroit. Should be a good game there in Houston at Detroit. You'll see it play out here on NESN, Levine Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Platte Network. Quick profiles of these two gamers here. Wasn't going to say young men. We'll start with the little lady, Wendy Fleming, from my home state. She's a volunteer. She volunteered to play tonight. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm not going to mention her age. She's a lady, financial services supervisor. And shout out to her. Great stuff there. United States Association Basketball national team gold medalist. So she's definitely got some stick skills. How about our King of the Hill? He's got stick skills as well. JustZyrell, Zyrell Rebels. Can he kick it? Of course he can. Columbus OHIO, 24 years of age, works with the Columbus Crew. And shout out to the Columbus Crew, named Major League Soccer's best stadium operations team. He works at the stadium ops there with the Columbus Crew. 2K25 Playmakers Tournament Finals. He's our current King of the Hill. That means he's our champion there. Quick look at the standings here, brought to you by Molly Pop Grapes. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Here are the Molly Pop pictures. You see that pink bag in your local grocery store, folks? Trust me, you got to understand you're getting high-quality produce. Trust me. Very sweet grapes. There are about 20 different varieties of grapes as well. Also got fresh juices online. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Right now, the sweetest record belongs to Nubyjas Wilborn. He's been talking about it for months. He is finally at the top of the leaderboard. Shout out to him. All right, let's go ahead and bring everybody in. We'll start with the queen of the show. All right, Andrea. Who you got, Andrea? You got Rockets or you got those dudes in the Motor City?
Ooh, who could it be? Who could it be? Who could it be? I have been not great in this league, unfortunately. Better records than the other ones, so I'm going to have to kick it. Yes, he can. He can do it no matter what. Is none other than Zyrell. I would kick right now, but I'm preserving my energy for the upcoming snowstorm. So instead, I'll let him do it instead. Zyrell, baby. Let's go with him.
Boss, who you got? Rocket Man, or are you going those dudes with those Pistons?
Well, one of the things about when you are a winning picker, you don't have to, you can just Get right to the point.
A picker that wins.
Victories. Nah, but I like JustZyrell here, man. I like JustZyrell. We're gonna go with Detroit. We're gonna make it happen.
All right. I'm gonna take JustZyrell too. Pistons, the home team here. Rockets probably better a little bit in 2K25, but I'm gonna take JustZyrell. But I want to see ALittleLady do her thing and be the first woman to be the queen of the hill. I want to be able to change the title, call it the queen of the hill. But I'm gonna take JustZyrell on this one. All right, ALittleLady, you ready to do this thing? Represent my state, baby. Let's go. ALittleLady, play with Houston and the Rockets. JustZyrell, playing with those Detroit Pistons. Let's lock it up. May the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's play it out right here. ISG basketball, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to you by good friends at Golf Zone Social, just there the other night for ISG college football. 3 locations where Brooklyn at. You got Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. This is Sports Bar and Indoor Golf Lounge with 16 total bays. You got 15 bays and 1 huge VIP suite. Got those simulators and those suites. There's where the golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. And folks, you can play some 240 courses. And folks, it's more than just an indoor golf lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. It's also a true experience. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located right here in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, come out of traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking the latest in the world of the NBA and also the WNBA. Also got a couple of games here, as you can see, the video game on the right-hand side of the screen. Playing for cash and prizes while we talk the latest and debate the NBA and the WNBA. Middle of the screen there on the right-hand side, that is JustZyrell. He's our king of the heels, our current champion. Playing with the Pistons. They're in white, bottom of the screen. Yes, that is ALittleLady, Wendy, playing with the Rockets. They're in red, and right now, the Rockets have a 3-point lead, so we'll see if she can hold this thing as we talk the latest in the world of the NBA. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, a writer for SI.com, to the very top right-hand corner of the screen there. That is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, let's dive into the topics here in the association. Of course, the biggest story was that article that came out on ESPN.com and at ESPN, the Lakers and their dysfunction with the ownership there. Jeanie Buss reportedly somewhat resentful of LeBron James. So this goes back to the sale of those Lakers. Of course, they sold it for $10 billion to Walter and that group there. There's some talk about LeBron and Bronny, a whole bunch of different stuff, Clutch Sports, everything. Well, let's get the reaction of Clutch Sports. And of course, that's the guy, Rich Paul. He was on a podcast, the Game Over podcast recently. And he says he heard about all this stuff with Jeanie Buss in the ESPN.com article. He's not fazed about it. He does want to make one thing clear. LeBron did his part, brought a title to the Lakers back in 2020. Let's listen to Rich Paul on the podcast earlier this week. Take a listen.
There's an article written every day. Who gives a shit? I don't, right? And you don't know what's true, what's not true. But where there's smoke, there's fire, right? But what I will say is I seen some of the stuff that came out about it, and obviously, they talked about different scenarios in terms of the power that we may have and whatever. Here's all I know. All I know is this. There's an appreciation for guys like Michael Irvin. There should be. Our legends. And there damn sure should be appreciation for a guy like LeBron, right?
All right, so that was Rich Paul there on the Game Over podcast, reacting to the Jeanie Buss and the article on ESPN.com where Jeanie Buss reportedly resentful of LeBron. She says, quote, he's got an outsized ego. Clutch Sports had too much control there. Didn't want to give LeBron that extension a few years ago, about 4 years ago, and thought about trading him back in 2022. She said LeBron James also maybe not grateful, reportedly, for them drafting his son, Bronny. They didn't know what to do about LeBron taking somewhat accountability for the Russell Wilson or the Russell Westbrook trade there. So there's a lot to unpack there. Woo, we'll start with you, Nubyjas. She did walk some of this back, and we'll get you her response there. Your thoughts, though, to Rich Paul and everybody else, and LeBron being dragged into this by the Buss family dysfunction.
I mean, hey, man, these are the kind of machinations of the locker room.
One of my favorites.
You know what I'm saying? Just the wheels turning and all the little things that you think you know are happening from the outside looking in, because we have essentially made sports into reality TV in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the real reality TV.
Yeah, I mean, it is
the only reality TV.
Well, in a lot of ways, at least as of now.
Until the gambling takes hold. That's
I'm about to say,
and it's rigged as heck.
Yeah, buddy. But as of now,
you can rig an election, you can rig a game. Go ahead.
We still believe what we see on the court is real. Now, all the other stuff is the other stuff. But what happens in the game is still sacred. And apparently they have done a lot of things to get to the game, including selling his team. I mean, the reality is, if you go back in the history of the Buss family, they really weren't that wealthy. You know what I'm saying? All their money is basketball money. You know what I'm saying? Which is very rare in sports ownership today. You know, there's another team, the Atlanta Hawks, where the owners seem to make most of their money off basketball, and that's kind of why they have some struggles. But also, we're just going to mention Atlanta Hawks on the show, actually, about real NBA. So I digress.
We're not going to spend time talking about the freaking
And then
Atlanta
you
Hawks.
volunteered it, too, which is worse.
I just saying, like, that's about the only time the Hawks get mentioned. But I digress. The point of all this is the silly stuff. They should all be embarrassed by this. Shout out to Baxter Holmes, by the way.
Yes.
Who has been covering that team for, over a decade now. In a way that, quite honestly, in today's media landscape, you don't get to be a long-time beat writer covering a team in the way in which he has, to where he has so many people who talk to him in that building, in the league, and throughout. Of course, it hurt that he's with ESPN and, you know, his wife hosts the NBA TV show. But, you know, I digress.
I thought you were talking about McMenamin for a minute, because
I'm sorry, my bad. Oh, not bad.
Different guy.
Oh, sorry. Different white reporter.
McMenamin,
sorry,
and yes.
Kidding, Dave and Baxter. I know them both.
Right.
Kidding.
We're not going to mix them up. I have to clear it up for you.
Sorry,
Musical
thank
chair
you.
in the white man. Come on now.
I mean, to be fair, if you look
He
at
said all white guys look alike. That's basically what he's saying. All white guys look alike.
Well, I'm saying if you look at the sports writing industry, it's kind of hard to keep them apart, considering there's so many of them in comparison to. No, just kidding.
Let me get Andrea here.
Dig it a hole.
Andrea, we heard about all this. Let me get the statement in from Jeanie Buss, because, like I said, she tried to walk it back, and she admitted that she drugged LeBron in this. She said it's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has to be pulled into my family drama. Hello. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true. And completely unfair to him. So that's her response there. So she did walk that back about all the comments about LeBron.
I know historically we have talked about the fact that, mom and pop shop don't have as much money. And there have been strifes. And to be fair, it seems like the siblings are fighting. The girls are fighting for real, right? The siblings are fighting. But let's be honest. Did anything that she said, is that wrong, right? Like, the Lakers did go ahead and draft. Yes, they went ahead and drafted Bronny, and Bronny wasn't ready at that point to go ahead and play appreciable minutes, but
he did want Russ Westbrook, and he kind of skated on that when they traded him. No one said it. So,
absolutely. And LeBron weaponizes the media, and Clutch Sports, as his agent, goes ahead and weighs in on this situation about how he weaponizes the media.
That fits the definition of an outsized ego, but that's also what makes him great too.
Okay, sure. Kobe did all this. He did, but at least when he wasn't on the chopping block, then he pulled it back.
Well,
right?
Five titles with that organization. Kobe absolutely was a Laker at heart from day one. Well, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, in a way that LeBron isn't, right? So I understand. So I understand, especially coming off the time that you've been having lifers for a long time, right? This Buss family has seen so many. Jerry West, they talked about in this article. Obviously, Magic, who Jeanie Buss picked out herself. Like, she wanted LeBron or expected a little bit of the loyalty, but unfortunately for LeBron, loyalty does not matter. So everybody's painting Jeanie to be like a bad guy here. I will say the Buss family is probably ill-equipped. You do have siblings fighting, and it does make things hard once you.
They got broken off. I saw Kurt Rambis and his wife got $24 million.
Yeah, but when parents
so
pass on,
got broken off.
when parents pass on, the kids have to fight for the property and the estate. Sometimes things get messy, right?
Is she the eldest
and
daughter?
that is a big problem. She probably is the eldest daughter, and that comes with a lot of
That
responsibility.
explains everything.
that comes with a lot of responsibility as well.
Unfortunately.
But I don't understand why she's
brothers. You have to keep the
solely
brothers at bay too.
positioned. I don't understand why she's being solely positioned as this bad guy when all of the points that she made about LeBron actually make sense. I think the family itself, right, sexism, but the family itself was a problem. But Jeanie herself being labeled like this is kind of ridiculous to me. The whole family probably wasn't equipped, but they did what they had to do for years without LeBron James. And let's be fair, LeBron James does have hella clout.
We'll keep an eye on the Lake Show. Keep an eye on this NBA 2K 26 game. And right now, our King of the Hill, JustZyrell, playing with the Pistons. They've got a lead here, 17-16 over LeToLady. She's playing with the Rockets. It's the biggest matchup in the NBA this weekend. Rockets and Pistons, and right now our champion, JustZyrell, playing with the Pistons, has a 1-point lead here. Start of the second quarter. The first quarter brought to you by good friends at ALittleLady Restaurant. Located in New Jersey, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, and great affordable drinks, folks. The libations are definitely flowing. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Also, the mariachi shows. You've seen that. You've been watching the show here every other Tuesday. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends, too. They got the beautiful patio. The Golden Eagle. It is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Online, ALittleLady We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Basketball. We're powered right here about Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the association, that'd be the NBA and the WNBA. We also have a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes here. The biggest matchup of the weekend, the game that we're highlighting Friday night. Rockets at Pistons right now, bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That is JustZyrell playing with the Pistons, trailing by 1 point to ALittleLady playing with the Rockets now, up by 1, 18-17 start of the third quarter. Got my guys rolling with me. That's Nubyjas, Wilborn, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Top right in the screen. That is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NBA topics here. NBA All-Star Game starters have been announced. Of course, 50% by the fans, 25% by the players, and 25% by the media. It's going to be USA versus the world this year. The West All-Stars, you got the starters, SGA, Joker, Luka, Steph, and Wemby. Out east, you got Jaylen Brown. You got the other Jalen, B. Brunson, and also the motorcade, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, and Giannis. Of those starters, there is someone missing. LeBron James. He's been in the league 23 years. I think he's been an all-star, 21 or 22 years? Probably will be with the reserves. But you guys surprised that LeBron wasn't a starter? And how about Bronny James receiving 2 votes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nubyjas, we'll start with you.
Let's not do that. But let's get to the real.
He did receive 2 votes. From the
I
players.
know. And whoever, I'm not even going there. See, these are the kind of things that make you wonder.
To start in the NBA All-Star game.
Okay, so did Rich Paul make those votes? Or?
I was going to say it was Jeanie, it was LeBron.
It was LeBron and Bronny. That's probably
he voted for himself, and then Rich.
For all the LeBron sexuals, LeBron.
What a time to be alive. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. But no, I mean LeBron. I mean, this is where he is. I mean, he's not. If he's not one of the 5 best players in the conference right now, he's not. I mean, is he one of the top 10 and the 12 best players in the conference?
I would say so, but unfortunately, like he was also hurt, so that is going to complicate things.
What, missed the first 4 to 6 weeks of the season?
And to be fair, he's still popular. This is an All-Star game, so even if he's not worthy of it.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Remember when they started attaching people's bonuses and stuff to this, and they started attaching people's money and stuff to this when it comes to, like, the second apron and how your contracts go as far as your ability to get the Supermax isn't being an all-star part of that, right?
Yes, it is.
And it used to be also the all NBA teams as well.
Right,
so that's the biggest one. But yeah, you're right.
Again, them young boys coming up, I think there's some that are better, and I think there's some that deserve to be all-stars more.
I think they got it right. I mean, he can't knock out Joker, SGA, Luka, Steph, and Wemby.
Right.
That's a solid 5 right there.
And I'm not trying to hate on LeBron. I'm not saying he's not all-time great. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer. Hell, I'm not even saying he's probably not the second best player all time. I'm just saying, if he's not an All-Star this year, I will not be sad.
Oh yeah.
Real quick,
Absolutely.
Andrew,
Like players like Sengun are probably going to go ahead and monopolize that. Also, underrated Steph Curry probably shouldn't have also started as well. But the big time players get grace, so that's probably why we probably are going to see him. But who knows? Reserves, we are going to see Jokic pull out. So,
but even as a reserve, though, like teams attach salary bonuses to that, and I would hate for someone. Come on, how much more money does LeBron need? And I'm not knocking his pockets. I'm not pocket watching.
No, it's such a big flaw of attaching that to the fan.
I'm saying, but once you attach it to money, nah, man, it's a different ball game, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, right before the Super Bowl, so I think a week from today, I think the reserves will be announced. I think February the 4th or the 5th. So that's coming up end of next week. We'll keep an eye on those NBA All-Star reserves. We did get the All-Star game starters announced earlier this week. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 165 Broadway there. Been around for nearly 25 years. The best pizzeria you'll find in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa is also, folks, unapologetically Italian. Rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. Got a full menu. And whether you're looking for Italian dinner or just like a quick lunch, folks, they got it all. Burgers, wraps, soups, salads, calzones, seafood, desserts, and more. You can see all the options there for you. And they also got the Da Vinci Room for your boutique-style catering and your luxury events. And they also got the garden as well. Check them out online, folks. BayonneMonaLisa.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Basketball, and we're powered by, of course, Uno Pizza and Grill, located right here in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. The traditional sports, we talk the latest in the world of the NBA and the WNBA. The gaming part, well, we've got a couple of games here playing for cash and prizes. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, the biggest matchup in the NBA this week or this weekend. Rockets at Pistons are challenger. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, LeToLady playing with the Rockets there in red. Down now. She had a 2 or 3 point lead. Now they're down by 10 heading into the fourth quarter to our champion. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, JustZyrell playing with the Pistons. They're in white, and he just did not, almost, LeToLady missed the layup there, but got a 7-point lead here. Final 3 minutes. We'll keep an eye on that. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, and Andrea Richmond right here joining us. Let's talk the latest in the world of the NBA. Guys, back to the topics here. Warriors come out to play, and they will come out to play. They're going to be minus an all-star caliber player. You see the video there. That is Jimmy Butler, torn ACL earlier this week. I think it was on MLK Day, if I'm not mistaken, against this old team as well. So the 36-year-old who will turn 37, I believe, in September, if I'm not mistaken, averaging 20 points a game, shooting 52% from the field. Huge cog in their offense there, probably the second best offensive player they have on their team. They're not looking to trade him. They're going to hold on to him. I don't know where the Warriors go. They were already old. They were like the Clippers. And now Jonathan Kuminga wants a trade. He's been talking about that. I think he's played like 10 minutes over the last month or something crazy. Where do they go from here, Andrea?
It's hard to say, especially if they don't get rid of Jimmy and he's just not willing to fall on the sword, I guess, and be sent off, because unfortunately, it seems like everything is falling apart for the Warriors. There were reports that Steve Kerr is probably not going to return next year. And you know that both Stephen Curry and Draymond Green are so focused on winning championships that if you don't continue to chase after it or set the team up to be better in the future, they're probably going to look other places. And I know Steph, he talked about loyalty. Loyalty only goes but so far, especially if you only have but so much time left in your career. They have a lot of young pieces, and one thing the Warriors team has never done is trade away the first round draft picks. They've been an organization that loves to keep their picks in the draft. I think this is them getting rid of that philosophy is about the only way that they could try to find something to do here and find somebody. Reports about MPJ, I don't know if he's the best fit for your team. They need to get somebody probably the caliber of Giannis in order to make something happen on their team. But are they going to be able to get enough capital to do that? Probably not. They're in a rock and a hard place. I don't know where they go from here, but wherever they go, their first round picks, you gotta say, what did the Rams GM say? TP, right? You have to acknowledge it. You have to go FTP in order for you to go and win some games right here at this point, because those bets, they're very impatient right now.
Yeah, of course, they brought over, the Celtics center, Al Horford. Once again, an older team. They got to play some of these young guys. Moody, Kuminga, some of these guys, they have to step up, man. Nubyjas, your thoughts? Look, it's sad to see him go down. No one wants to see players get hurt. Did it against his old team as well. Your thoughts here on Jimmy Butler with the torn ACL? You think he comes back from this 37 in September?
Hey, man.
Probably definitely gonna miss the rest of this year. Probably won't be back until probably the tail end of next year. You're looking at maybe All-Star game, All-Star break next year in 2027.
Trade him.
Hey, man, sports.
They don't want to do it.
I mean,
That's what they're saying right now.
Hey, man, sports are cruel, and this is part of it. You hope this thing never happens, but the reality of it is, when you're exerting your body to this level, injuries come, and particularly when you have done it as long as he has and as hard as he has. I mean, Jimmy Sting is playing hard, being locked in every game, every practice, doing it. And when you exert yourself to that level, deep playoff runs year after year, it eventually adds up, man. I mean, hey, man, Father Time is undefeated. And
haven't seen him lose yet, man.
Hey, Father Time don't lose. It is he patient, but eventually it gets you.
Also, it's weird because I was going to, get into the personal life of Jimmy Butler. We won't do it here, but I will throw it out of here. Just give you quick thoughts on this. Billie Eilish and Jimmy Butler allegedly could be reportedly dating and could be a couple. They've been spotted a bunch of times.
Hell?
Yeah, that's been out there. I thought it was weird too. Billie Eilish and Jimmy Butler.
This is as random as that time
that's why I threw it out there, because I knew I'd get that reaction from you.
This is so incredibly random. They're both like weird, strange people, so they might actually like get along with each other. But that is so. What the hell? Like what? Okay, sure,
hey,
fine.
Man, I got nothing. There's nothing I can say that's gonna be good right now. We're gonna keep moving. let's keep it moving.
All right, man. Well,
good job. Everybody be safe out there. Good luck to everyone involved.
And all seriousness, we want to see Jimmy Butler recover and get well as he recovers from this torn ACL, man. Looks like it was the right knee there, so it's the torn right ACL there. 36 years of age, will be 37 in September, averaging 20 points a game, 52% for the field. He's always been a really good, high efficient scorer from, especially as long as he's not shooting threes there. He got hurt on MLK Day against his former team, the Miami Heat there. Shout out. And thoughts going out to Jimmy Butler as he recovers from this torn ACL. We'll see if, there's no more video game going on. It looks like JustZyrell did pull that game out, started opening up a late lead there in the fourth quarter. So he moves on. Biggest matchup of the weekend, Rockets at Pistons. There's our king of the hill, JustZyrell, playing with the Pistons. He moves on. The third quarter brought to you by our good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill, located also in New Jersey, 812 Broadway. Bayonne's favorite sports bar, great food, good vibes, and a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with a drink in your hand, right, folks? It is Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, dry rubbed and sauced, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets, and they're open 6 days a week. So every single day of the week except Monday, Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., and they got the house parties going, man. They also got the R&B nights, the Latin nights on the weekends as well. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. New Jersey, I'm Larry Ridley, Studio Sports, ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. The only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking the latest in the world of the NBA. The gaming portion is over. The biggest matchup of the NBA this weekend, Rockets at Pistons. Our king of the hill, our challenger, played with the Rockets, and our king of the hill played with the champion, played with the Pistons, and they got the win here. He moves on. I got Nubyjas, Wilborn, and Andrea Richmond here. We'll talk the latest in the NBA and the WNBA. Got about 15 minutes left to go here in the show. Let's go back and talk Western Conference here. Grizzlies Ja Morant been in all these trade talks at least for the last few weeks, at least when the Memphis Grizzlies openly mused about this and talked about being open to trade offers, but he balled it out. He's been back basically since the beginning of the year, been playing the last 2 or 3 games, and he's averaging about 20 points a game. Field goal percentage a little higher than it has been through the season. Of course, showed out over there in the London games last weekend. Let's listen to Ja for the first time, definitively, at least to the best of his knowledge, gave a hint as what he thinks about these trade discussions. Here's Ja on trade discussions and the Memphis Grizzlies. Take a listen.
Everyone who's come in here tonight has said you were the best player on the court. I mean, you know what's been reported about the Grizzlies are listening to this and that. I don't know if that continues or stops, but what do you want? Where do you want this thing to go from here after the way you played today?
If anybody in here knows me, I'm a very loyal guy. I got a logo on my back, so that should tell you exactly where I want.
So that was the all-star guard there for the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant, talking about, look, he wants to stay in Memphis, talked about loyalty, does have a Grizzlies tattoo on his back, and I think I put some of these pictures up. Well, actually, we didn't. We're showing the video here, but you can see the pictures that he has. Does have the Grizzly logo on the left-hand side of his back. He's saying he's loyal. Of course, the Grizzlies, for the first time, open to trade discussions with him and engaging with other teams. He talked about this over in the London games. Has a contract through, I believe, for the next 2 years. So the 2027-2028 season, 26 years of age, averaging about 20 points a game. Field goal percentage is down, 41%. Three-point percentage way down as well. Hasn't been really a great three-point shooter. About 22, 23% there. Andrea, are you buying Ja Morant and loyalty and wanting to stay in Memphis after everything that he's been through? I think for now.
Loyalty is a two-way street. I'm sure that Ja Morant would love to stay at Memphis. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But in terms of Memphis, guess what, buddy? It doesn't matter how much you may like them. If they don't like you, it ain't going nowhere, right? It's very clear that Memphis does not like him. And if you look at that clip, Ja Morant went viral the other day talking to a teammate. I can't remember which teammate. But talking to a teammate, and it's very clear that
it's like, we ain't got to go out back. We can do it right here. What you mean? You ain't about that life? Okay. All right.
No, yeah, and Ja was trying to give his teammate advice. It seems like he was trying to come from a mature place, and the teammate was like, nah, bro. And honestly, I don't know the true dynamics of what happened, but it's very clear either way that there is no trust between him and his teammates and the organization and him. For Ja's sake, it's to his behoovement whether he wants to stay there or not to play well, because if he wants to leave, he's going to have to play well so that other team suitors would actually want to trade for him. Or if he wants to stay, he's also got to make sure to play well so he can
teammate was
back
Vince
his
Williams
team
Jr.
trust.
By the way, Vince Williams Jr. was the teammate. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's very clear that there is trust being lost here. And so we'll see if this is actually an attempt to stay in Memphis. I don't believe that. I feel like this is just making his trade value better, because he knows that he needs to actually play like he actually cares or gives a damn in order for anybody to keep him. But at least he is shown that he can do that. All right, like if Ja checks in, then he is an all-star. We see that, but how committed to the game are you going to be? That's up for Ja to choose for himself, honestly.
Nubyjas, Heat, hell no. I do not want that young man in Miami on South Beach. Rockets,
Wisconsin, bro.
Minnesota, Milwaukee. You've heard all these teams. Look, he did take accountability after their loss to the Hawks the other night as well. He had a very mature response about it. He played well, but he talked about the end of the game sequences there. Your thoughts? Do you believe it?
I mean, losing to the
There
Hawks.
in Funky Town, Memphis, Tennessee.
I mean, losing to the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, yeah, you kind of can't avoid accountability losing to the Atlanta Hawks. I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, when you lose to the Atlanta Hawks, I'm just saying. I mean, the only thing that would be worse is being the Falcons who just hired Kevin Stefanski on some BS. But I digress. Just had to get that out there on the record. So, as we go forward back to out of Atlanta sports misery, because that could be hours and hours of programming. We don't have time.
No more Atlanta nonsense out of you, man.
I mean, they do so much nonsense.
Can we stop the ATL slander, please, man?
Can they stop being so terrible?
That's a tough one. Probably not.
I'm just saying, if they stop giving me material, I'd stop. Until then, it continues. But more importantly, Ja Morant, speaking of material and giving material, over and over and over and over
that machine.
and over again. He just keeps doing these things. And he's such a talented young man. He's so talented. But it gets to the point where I just go back to that interaction he had with Clay. And Clay was like, it'd be a shame to see him wasted. And whenever somebody says it'd be a shame to see you do something, you've already done it.
Or Blake Griffin said that too, and Blake Griffin, he's a goofball, bro. Like,
right,
and people like Clay, and they're very good players.
But you can never question if Blake was locked in.
Sure. Yes,
Blake
exactly.
was always locked in, and it's just not. It seems like Ja has things that are more important.
And it's not too late, guys. I mean, look, he's 26,
but it's getting late early.
Yeah,
getting late early.
Getting late early is a great.
Especially as his game thrives on athleticism. And then you start to lose it with the injuries and all the other things. And as you lose that athleticism.
Yeah, when you get in your 30s, you ain't trying to hit the ground.
And no one wants to play with a teammate that, no matter how good they are, they're all about them and they're very selfish and they don't want to meld with the team. It becomes a bummer to play around it. And it ruins teammate chemistry, even though he might be able to win you games. Like, everybody hates to be around that, man.
It's not fun. It's hard. And also, the other thing with a guy like Ja is it gets to the point. Well, when does enough become enough? When do people get tired? Because also, you mentioned all these cities you can't go to. Sometimes you might be in the bad element. Sometimes you are the bad element.
Right.
Yeah.
And it appears sometimes that Ja Morant's behavior reflects him being the bad element, not him going to.
So you guys think he's gone, or I think he's there at least through the rest of the season. I don't think they trade him on the 5th.
You
think he's gone during the trading deadline?
I mean, what trade value does he have right now?
Well, if he keeps on playing like this, that's the thing. It's really dependent on how consistently he shows up here, because people will bite if he's hooping.
Yeah,
what
he missed
playoff
about 3 or 4 weeks in
could
December.
use him?
I think he stays. Andrew, what do you think?
Saying, but like, is there like a playoff team you can say, ooh, wow, if they had Ja Morant, man, they could really make that thing cook?
Well, I mentioned you a couple of teams. I mean, 3 teams. I mentioned Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota. Houston could use a point guard right now. No Van
Houston,
Vliet.
I feel like things are going well with Reed, though. I feel like Reed's coming to his own. So I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's staying. But that's a terrible place for him.
So you think he's gone? When do you think he's gone, Nubyjas? Andrew, you think he's gone?
I think if he keeps on hooping, maybe somebody, a desperate team, a team that's not in playoff contention might pull him up, just a la Wizards did with Trae Young.
I don't know if that dog's going to hunt on Nubyjas. You think he's gone?
Yeah, probably.
By next week, trade deadline.
I think they're going to try to find something.
Off season.
It's going to try.
Well,
yeah.
try doesn't mean he's gone.
That's true.
I mean, it depends on the market. That's really tough to tell.
You're
I
here
say yes.
for your takes.
Well,
I'll take yes.
It doesn't seem like he has much of a trade market. Right. So I'm going to say no. Hot take.
All right.
Invite and go to Flame. Fine.
Yes. No nuance. Yes. No.
Who needs it? No. Yeah.
He's staying, by the way. He's going to be there at least through the rest of this year. Next year, all bets are off, but this year, through the trade deadline, absolutely. All right, that fourth quarter, guys, brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Located right there at Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue, craft brewery there, producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers there, handcrafted beers from the best atmosphere. Curated good times being right there in Jersey City. Got a spacious tap room. They host a variety of events, and they also got the beautiful rooftop, guys, that overlooks the Hudson River and also Lower Manhattan with the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. We're back inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Basketball, and we're powered, of course, by Uno Pizza and Grill right here in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, guys, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. And we're talking the latest in the world of the NBA. The gaming portion is over. The biggest matchup this weekend, Rockets at Pistons. I keep wanting to say Spurs. Rockets at Pistons. Our King of the Hill playing with the Pistons. That's gets the win. Nubyjas Wilborn, join us, writer for SI.com, and also Andrea Richmond, bottom right-hand corner of the screen right there. Sports reporter down in the Atlanta area. Guys, we've got about 6 minutes to go here. A couple more stories here real quickly. Breanna Stewart, you guys see this. She says she sees an end of the WNBA labor talks. And, of course, they've done that extension twice, right? So since October 31st, the last one ended January the 9th. I guess they kept the regular CBA, I guess, since 2020 in place. That one is in place right now. But the biggest news was the NBA, well, not the NBA, the WNBA, which is, we could talk about Adam Silver if we wanted to. They released the schedule for the WNBA, 44 games still. I believe the tip-off starts May the 8th. You got that new team in with Toronto as well. Boards, this is you right here, Andrea. Your thoughts here. At least it seems like Breanna Stewart says there's light at the end of the tunnel. Are you buying it? I am. I'm trying to be optimistic and hopeful.
Optimism is great. I tend to look at the brighter side of things because, optimistic person. But I would buy into a belief that negotiations would end if the exact same day of the schedule release, the WNBA PA didn't release something that basically said, stop playing games, WNBA. Send an email to WNBA leadership telling them to negotiate in good faith and pay their salaries. I mean, I don't see this ending. We can release a schedule, but that doesn't mean that the games are actually going to be happening, right?
Yeah.
Saying that you plan on things happening on the 8th is all good and well, but if the players do not feel that things are well, and they already said that they are ready and armed to take a strike, then guess what, buddy? I'm not sure if this is actually going to come into fruition. Last year during this time, we had already had the expansion draft. We have yet to even have that. So I'm glad Breanna Stewart seems to think that there's optimism. As far as I'm aware, outside in though, it doesn't look like the NBA/WNBA is going to move. The fact that they are considering buying back the ownership stake, the 16% that they sold off, is a little bit more positive news. That means that they probably, one, have a lot more money than they said that they did, but also, two, are getting more serious about treating this league like an actual league, a standalone league. But until that happens, I have no faith. I don't think that we're going to be seeing the start of the league the 8th, to be honest.
Nubyjas, you see that light at the end of the tunnel with these labor talks?
The funny thing about light at the end of the tunnel, sometimes it's an oncoming train.
No.
That's a bad visual, dude.
I'm just saying. Is that not the light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, the trains have lights on.
What's the
Some of
paradox
them.
we talk about?
Does it make a difference if it has a light on it or not?
Right.
If you ran over by it?
Oh, that's the light. Next thing you know, it's a train. And I think the train here is
lights
going to
out
be
when
a
you get hit
train
by
of
it,
a
too.
lockout. That's what's going to happen. I think there's as much chance of this season starting on time as the Atlanta Falcons ever being a relevant football franchise.
No, there's so much Atlanta slander, bro.
Goes right back to the A. Always.
I mean, is it slander or is it actual fact? I mean,
okay, reality.
All right, we're gonna move on. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll see. They're talking about salaries for the top end guys, the superstars,
the train of losers
maxing out over $1 million. I guess the entry level positions would be salaries would be about $250. So things that's about times 4 there. What they were making over the previous CBA. So we'll keep an eye on it. But once again, January 9th has gone and passed. Schedule's out. We'll see. Got another minute, guys, real quickly. I want to see, I want you guys to look at this video. You see this guy's University of Florida on the Gators in Gainesville at the O-Dome, O'Connell Center there, playing against LSU. Look at my guy. That's Boogie Flan. Got some popcorn from a fan. I was like, what is he doing? But I realized, okay, they're playing at home. Hell, I don't know. I wouldn't trust the home fans either. I thought it was cute, guys. Your thoughts eat some popcorn.
Hey, back in the day, it would have been.
Yeah, who was it, LeBron or was it J.R. Smith that went ahead and had that swig of beer and that kept on playing, right? I love it when they have
or T.O., remember you hit the popcorn as well?
Oh, come on, man. I love me some me, baby. I love to see it. So fan interaction, positive fan interaction like this is always nice to see.
I guess they don't care about flu and cold season there, huh?
No shots.
Maybe they both have to flu.
Well, I mean, it's Gainesville, Florida. Half the people there, they take no vaccinations or nothing of anything. So we would have called that a super spreader not too long ago.
Right. I thought that was some good engagement, though. Looks like the
family,
was young
fun,
lady.
Man.
She gave him some popcorn and he ate it.
Hopefully we don't see that Sam Darnold out meningitis thing happen to him.
Right. There you go. You should have sanitized first. Jesus.
But it can only happen because they were up. It can only happen because they were up by 16 points.
I was just saying, he did.
What if those score was reversed?
Oh, coach would crash out, man.
Exactly.
Don't let the Air Force coach find out about this, okay? Laps, everyone.
Joe Scott, the Air Force coach.
Jesus.
Joe Scott suspended for the basketball coach at Air Force for his treatment of those cadet athletes. That was
Wait a minute, Joe Scott did
what? Joe Scott. I didn't say Jill. Joe. Head coach of the
I was thinking
Air
about
Force cadets.
The new album.
Let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and bring in our king of the hill. Zyrell, let's talk to us, baby. Unmute here, man. Look here. You were down early, and then, man, you really turned it on there in the second half. Got a little space there, late third quarter and the fourth quarter. How'd you get it done, man, and run away with another one?
I just had the pride on defense. I really couldn't get the offense going, so we just had to take advantage of the mismatches we had on the defense side. Can't have a lot of shooters out there except for KD, so I just had to take advantage of that.
Well, you were able to take advantage of it late and you pulled away. But shout out to LeLady, Wendy Fleming, playing very well with those Rockets. But it's our guy, King of the Hill, JustZyrell, moving on with the win with the Pistons. All right, if you guys want to be like JustZyrell or Wendy, man, you can join us now. It's all online. If you're one of the players in the game, is play for cash and prizes, ages 13 and up. You can join us now. Weekly King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. Join us now on theisgshow.com/NBA2K. theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Don't do it today, but do it now. How about the merch? We got plenty of. Got hoodies, $59.99. T-shirts, $29.99. The store is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Free shipping on orders over $75. You can get it exclusively now at theisgshow.com/shop. theisgshow.com/shop. This post-game show brought to our good friends right here at Uno's Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Invented deep dish back in 1943. Got their identity and their inspiration from the origins there in the Chi, Chicago. 100 locations, 20 states. They serve more than pizza, folks. Got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Also craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. Also, before we get out of here, Larry's Locks. Go that way, straight to the window. Take it straight to the cage and bring your EBT card, man, your rent, all that good stuff, man, your taxes. It's all there. Friday games, Friday night, Rockets at Pistons. Man, give me those dudes from Space City in Houston. Friday night, Nuggets at Bucks. I'm going with Cream City, baby. Bronze Fonz there in Milwaukee. Saturday night, Knicks at Sixers. This is a big one. Give me the guys with the cracked Liberty Bell. That would be Philly in South Philly. I'll take the Sixers. And Saturday, C's at Bulls. You already know, green team. Boston gets the win in Chicago. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thanks to JustZyrell, King of the Hill. Moving on, we'll see him next week. There's Andrea Richmond. Avoid the snow. Stay warm.
Yes.
Stay inside there.
I'll try to.
Down there in the A. Nubyjas, Wilborn, you in Pittsburgh. Just deal with that snow. Go ahead and get you some Clemency, brothers. It's the confluence. It's the confluence.
Same thing has been
Get the
all
beer.
winter. Jeez.
I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG basketball guys. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Thanks for watching here on the platforms of NESN on Beach Sports Channel, First Again, and the Black Networks. Enjoy the games this weekend and the association and the WNBA. Come on, WNBA. Get this CBA done. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye-bye.